We're going to kill the king. I should have an ability.
That force field looks impassable. Though surely I'm freezing here.
To have a thing to bypass this way. And where is it?
With this incantation, I can pass the force field that bars the way into the castle. High time for an audience with King Boreas.
Okay, could you actually use it then, instead of just talking about using it?
The force field brims with 1,000 the voices sound.
So, King Boreas, how you doing? Immune to fire, water, air, earth. No poison resistance at all. Naturally, we could lower the resistances by destroying the statues, but we might 2,851. That's quite a bit of damage try to do with poison. He's getting 1,900 hit points from high constitution value. So some ability drops there could go a long way to killing him. How does the soul sap work? That does more damage. We're probably gonna get more of them, so I'm not too worried about this thing. It's fairly cheap to use. What the fuck does it do? Primary attributes are decreased by 2, so that's a drop in hit points. Their bodybuilding and willpower abilities are decreased by 5, so status effects are gonna work very well. All of their elemental and physical resistances are decreased by 50%. I'm not sure if that affects poison in any way, so that would be worthless. And physical damage is sort of worthless. So I don't think this is a good ability to use against this one. Not unless we take out one of the statues and use elemental damage too. Well, unless we use death. He has no crushing resistance, so that would do what, 50% more damage, plus lowered constitution value. There are other ways to lower constitution. We could lower some of the resistances. That spell. And this would be quite a lot of crushing damage, and we have 4 of these. But we'd have to go into hugging distance to do it. It's not that simple to use. I'd look at anything that would lower his constitution further. It would have to be disease. Disease does that. Which we don't really have. We have grenades. These grenades, the green ones. Constitution lowered by 3. So we could drop his constitution in total by 5 points. Trying to get them all to work on the same time. Yeah, good luck with that. It's not impossible, but we could maybe get these debuffs to be active more for like a turn. So yeah, good luck killing him as no turn. It just gets too complicated. Even the taking down his sentinels would be tough. This would make them weak to a specific damage type. Fire resistance would probably be the most sensible one. There's gonna be helpers, he's not gonna be alone. I don't know. I'm gonna try something. I want to see how psychic he is with his abilities. Basically, I'm going to try to destroy a statue and then teleport out before he arrives there to check it out. Or basically, is he going to where the damage is struck on the statue, or is he coming after me specifically? Fire weakness. I don't think I have enough attack power to kill him straight away. Definitely not.
You are but hinting to my triumphant place.
Move! Move! No, I couldn't move. It's basically he just runs and the fight starts. Nothing I can do. I think poison makes the most sense, otherwise I'm gonna be stuck in a fight trying to kill a statue for some time. I can probably do it in fairly quickly without something like a death punch. But it's still a troublesome thing. What is it? I don't want to fight where these traps are though. Can I use this? Water resistance. Well, that doesn't really help me all that much. Hydros up is +5. That breaks his ice link. So you wouldn't have to destroy them, you could also use them. Burning Blessing. Yes. Pyrokinetic +5. What does it do? Well, I lose the negatives from skill use. Yeah. So we could use these skills fairly cheaply. It doesn't make really a difference here. Now there's a button to remove force field.
You who seek the winter treasure, prove your intention, prove your worth. I demand to know if friend you be, the name of the earthen brother of Boreas.
I have no idea. Boreas is Boreas. Soracandros is a goblin. Sua and Simista are probably things. I have no idea. Lorian?
Correct you are, and free.
I basically recalled that the name for the earth elemental was something different from the rest. Lorian sounded like something different. I did not recall what the actual name was. Right. I think we're delayed enough. Don't want to fight here, but that does not mean we don't want to necessarily open a fight here. It's gonna be some kind of summon. He's not actually hostile though, is he? He definitely is. Does he want to talk with me or something?
There thou art! The upstart that seeketh, so thou seek fury! How they mock it, 'tis easy when the stone of strong are they, these on high.
not sure how dangerous he really is because I'm immune to freezing. Some sense it doesn't matter. I'll get 11 action points per turn, so right. I can still waste at least 2, and then there's no negative consequence for the next turn. If I do a haste, I'll get 2 more. I don't want to do the damage boost now, but I might have to. That's good. You are gonna sleep if you move. Wait.
Now thou shalt have a taste, Avatar, of the cold, dead breath of Boreas!
Okay, that's an ice elemental. He has water immunity. No idea what he's doing. He fights in a way I did not expect. He basically is more or less just wasting my time. Instead of just trying to aggressively take me down, which is surprising. I was expecting something where I have to constantly be on the defensive. Apparently, he doesn't give a shit about that. Yeah, he does not handle poison well. They're using elemental damage, so the drop in armor class means nothing to me. Except if he attacks. And it does not do physical damage, so no change in anywhere. Right, what's the heaviest hitting thing we can use? Pretty much this. I could use 2 action points on something, then we'll have to use our spell scrolls. Can do a 5-4 combination, which we must do because I don't have many turns with the damage bonuses going. So it's now or never. Maybe we want to spread this around. Want as many to hit Boreas as possible though. Yeah, that didn't do all that much to him. There's a lot of solid ooze all around.
Not this time!
So the ooze surface really does nothing to him. More poison. Do a scroll and then it has to be another. Then we are out of these. still do, I suppose, toxic grenade. But King Boreas is already poisoned and he doesn't seem to be taking damage from the surface at least. And I'm probably not gonna move, so I'm not sure if that's a good idea. At the same time, I could be looking at the last chance that I have to do poison damage. So adrenaline might be a good option too. And it failed. Guess I'll do the toxic grenade.
I will watch the flesh melt right off your bones. Getting too cold to concentrate.
There's no way they can do enough damage to kill me, but they might be able to cause some trouble. It's because Boreas doesn't do his fire suddenly everywhere. And we're not burning. Yeah, I'm in pretty bad shape. But so are you, in terrible shape in fact. There really isn't much I can do. Water immunity, fire immunity. Protecting my own ass at this point makes the most sense. This will directly... He's healing. I'll use another healing potion and just... No, I'll use resist all. And a lava heal. He's constantly using some sort of a heal. What I'm thinking is we'll lower his willpower, put the goddamn pot that causes the heals to do damage, and kill him through that. We can do a decent amount of damage through it. Resistances don't matter in the slightest. So I think that will be a fairly effective way to do it.
Wait for me!
Except that now we're slowed, so that's a negative. He's still taking poison damage. I think he's gonna be boned no matter what happens. There's still a healing effect on him though. Failed. It just failed to apply because we have a 20% fail chance. It didn't actually fail. Any real sense. He's vulnerable to physical, so maybe armor piercing.
Vicious little needles.
I can do enough poison damage to kill him. He's taking minor damage. Poison is killing him. He will die, there's no doubt about that. The question is, who's gonna go with him? You're vulnerable to crushing, are you not? Yeah. Can I throw you? No, he's a bit too big. I'll be able to throw something on him though. I could also use a death punch to kill him, but at this point it's probably a bit of an overkill. This is crushing weapon damage. This won't protect me.
Foul sinner! poison that lurketh in the depths. Come forth and sting thee 1,000 times over!
Yeah, but yeah, this doesn't matter to him because he can't be hit by surfaces. I'm a bit reluctant to do this simply because I'm so close. But this should kill him. 10,700. I heal my own ass. Right, I might have to kill 2 elementals. Let's fight this over. I'll probably heal much more than they can do damage.
On the mend!
I wouldn't mind a little bit of health. A little bit of life sucking. Okay, didn't see that coming. I suppose I should have. When you damage elemental, it spews out the element that it's made of. Our equipment is starting to look pretty bad. So fire protection.
Taste of the gathering storm!
One fire elemental shard.
Face the unending darkness.
Right. Not exactly how I thought this would go, but no major complaints. If anything, I'd say it was just unexpectedly positive. Because there's really no physical damage that gets thrown your way. Okay, what do we get? Iron belt, deadly spores, machete, arbalest again, long dagger.
This is valuable.
Basically a bow and a dagger, legendaries. Elemental staff will be destroyed. So
Here, out of the way! We overheard better than... Cover your ears here, the elemental...
right, so King Boreas, another boss down, and we got nothing useful out of it. It is slightly pissing me off, and the main problem is not with the armor. And the armor and boots is something I can somehow always come up on my own, but that still leaves a lot of other items that I can't do that with. I do need find some proper item. I'm not going to load anything because of that. There's one situation though where I might consider it. The 3 chests of items we can unlock with the unlock luck scrolls. That's it's a randomized loot every time you get them, open them. So I think that's the perfect chance to at least we don't specifically want necessarily a specific specific loot items with specific abilities. What I would like if we get 16 good items out of that. I'd like something like 50% to be at least something that I could possibly have use for. If they turn out to be something like that we don't want to put on, that's fine, fair enough. But I'd at least like to get a chance of something good. There should be a pattern somewhere. I'm not sure where though. Is this even the correct place? There's traps ahead, so... yeah, that's a lot of crap you'd have to deal with. Also, the performance of the game sank again for some reason. Fine, we'll do it invisible. I'm immune to that crap anyway. Good move. That was nice. Put in mines there, so they'll bring you out of your invisibility. Clever, clever, clever. The destroyable sentinel.
What goes up must come down.
Intruders by. Intruders by.
Invisibility would probably allow us to move past this and destroy these afterwards. But... and there's the box.
Intruders by.
Really care about his mines. That's it.
Bless the sun! I am restored!
Now we'll get a little bit of money out of this if nothing else. There's still guardians, but I'm not sure what they're guarding exactly this time. We need to stand... oh, there's Starstone. Well, we're gonna have to do management anyway, so that's no problem really. We need the elemental amulets. Royal Guard, amulet, whatever. Where is it? Wait. A ring will pop up.
What's this? Something materialized in my pocket.
And we lost the amulet. Okay. Winter Ring. Intelligence, willpower, water resistance, ice shard. Willpower is nice, intelligence is nice, water resistance is and ice shard is I actually would have preferred the amulet, but whatever. Saving throws are positive, intelligence is positive, so no major complaints. It's not like it's horrible. At the same time, that's not exactly high praise either. Some scrolls. Well, teleportation scroll. Last wear sheet. Potentially useful. Winter amulets. Inflict frozen on contact speed.
What's that gleam?
Sword keep
I've got my eyes on the prize.
pocket change mostly. This Iron Maiden is not interactable. Obstinate demons, are there any other kind? Would be good boots. Gets blank scrolls from something like this. Although we don't have any luck, so probably not all that many at least. Empty shells for the most part. Blank water. Yeah, nothing interesting really. Sarong might be okay, but other than that, sort of rubbish. I have no idea where you're going with this. Okay. Blank earth. And that's more or less it. Pocket change, couple of magical items. Stone with scriptures.
The stone is adorned with strange runes.
Use the forgotten language of fairy to decipher the truth.
You speak the words out loud.
Two potentially useful sarongs. That's it. But at least I got something. Yeah. That's pretty much it. I do need to get rid of some weight. Good chance I'm carrying some excess crap here. Barrel doesn't count. Or maybe? Yeah, I need to look at this carry weight situation. I have smelly socks and things like that. They're not a big problem, but everything like that has a weight to it. And I'm not exactly looking to sell them or really do anything with them. So sending them to Homestead might be a reasonable thing to do. Arhu Spark Master Controller, there's no possible use for something like that. Not anymore. I don't want to give up keys even though they do have weight. Which is a goddamn mystery to me. Why would you give keys weight? Why? I'm not that much overweight though. We might want to use the other bloodstone now that we have to go into the end of time anyway. Still, our job here isn't exactly finished, so I would not like to go there now. I might be able to buy a little bit of time by simply increasing our strength. There's no fighting, as far as I know, involved anymore, so strength plus 1 ring might be the best thing we can use here. Right. There are still areas here to explore. The side passage. I think it's just a couple of treasure items at most, but I'll still take it. The statues are probably gone or inactive. Still get stunned here, I suppose. Okay. There was a simple little trick here, but I think, yeah, we pretty much got stuck on this for the entirety of the goddamn first playthrough, which I can't believe that actually happened. How would you disable that, though? Huh. They teleport you away. There are a couple of metal crates, so I suppose you could use those. Yeah, they've made this path a lot tougher this time. There's a cracked sentinel there that can be destroyed. Have I been here? I think I have. Then why don't we take a look? I think this is where you, yeah, if you use the teleportation, that's where you can come in. And this leads to where we started the place. Yeah, it might be worth a little bit of something. Maybe a fight? No? Okay. There's certainly a lot of switches I like here. We need to get rid of the Guardians one way or another. We need to destroy that one way or another. I think we need to... create a little bit of a blank space where they don't see and keep attacking. Alternatively, unless I can use attacking here.
Feel the burn!
Quite sure what that even did. Another cracked sentinel there. Slowly but surely we're opening the path. Not sure, is it really worth it? Because I don't recall anything even remotely useful being here. It was just pretty much a standard issue of chess.
Infernal embrace!
Could also work the other way around, if you can you can get tap on the other side and you have to come away. That simplifies things. It's a cracked one, maybe. Shit. Has to be invisibility. It's easy to get out. Yeah, I lost sight of my own guy. Right. I can't believe this sort of had me stumped for so long in the first playthrough. I had to, for some reason, get my own ass inside there. I don't understand why. Now that I think about it, it's potentially two useful items. Now that I think about it, it's blatantly obvious what you should be doing, but for some reason, I just couldn't get my head wrapped around that. I guess I got an idea in my head that every door has to be openable somewhere, so there has to be a key or a switch that has to open it, instead of just that. I suppose it's a consistent logical thinking that leads me to the incorrect conclusion. Because just looking at this, there's no difference between the window and the door. But because this is a game, this window here is actually just a unpenetrable wall, while the door is something that you can interact through. So in the game sense, it makes a huge difference. But in if you're in the game and you just look at this, there should be no difference. So you wonder why even put the door there. Naturally, because doors can be opened, but I don't think that's the reason they put it there. They put it there because otherwise there would be no way to interact with anything here. But alternative, get trapped by your own thinking. There are multiple ways you can do this, I guess.
Renewal for Rivalon.
Yeah, too far away. Could have removed the lava, which I think I probably did. Teleport inside. They die.
I think I can just sneak past.
I think that's probably the best reason to take different type of abilities and test them out, because once you start to use them a little bit, it molds your way of thinking. You see options that you previously couldn't. Even if they prove to be terrible, you at least know the option is there, that kind of a thing can be done. Especially in a game like this, where the physical manipulation of things is a major part in the game of the gameplay itself. This is a lava trap, if I recall correctly. If I go there, I'm just gonna die. There's 4 containers to loot, and no, 5, the imp included, and then the imp's note, which is probably not useful in any way. So move it, people. Loot and screws. A useful looking ring there. Mostly rubbish. Okay, I think we're more or less done with this place. I just need to actually finish things here. I have not actually... God damn it. I haven't visited the lava field. Yeah, lava pit's waypoint. I have not visited that. With luck, there could be some fighting still left there. I say luck because that would be elemental fighting, which means 3 elemental essences. Yeah, there's definitely some kind of a weird thing in this. I'm guessing it's the intent to be because of the blizzard. No, it's probably some shadow effect. Clear edge there. Everything looks nice here, and then there's some rough, ugly looking shadow effect. It's no good. Probably should not have mentioned that, because once you sort of notice it, you keep noticing it. If you don't, it doesn't bother you. Holy shit! That's 4 extra essences for no real effort. At least about 2.5 thousand gold. Okay, here is the elementals are clearly winning this. weakness to Earth. Well. Yeah, we have a couple of Earth spells I'm eager to test.
Time for some fancy footwork.
Well, poison and tectonic spray basically, and that's it. So not that many really. Okay. There's no way I can get two targets with the same spell, so might as well not even bother to actually cast it.
Drop beneath the power of stone.
And the other one doesn't want to do anything. Okay.
The time of your death is at hand.
Some extra iron ore. Okay. Which is nice. Anything else? Alright, that's it. Need to get rid of the elemental staff, ask a favor to get rid of free the White Witch, and that's pretty much a wrap. We have 2 extra bloodstones or star stones we've activated. Second after I've finished this. So a lot of things should happen in the briefing too. Purchase opportunities at the very least. I'm not sure which elemental we want. It has to be the water one. Mainly because I don't actually recall when we were gonna get access to what. And I need to guarantee access to the hailstone spell. Willpower, intelligence, not a bad one.
Brother, sister, we are free. And who is this? Can it be that a frail... Boreas or... No, we, and with us all the subject. I am king, but when we arrived, however, it was not Boreas. I listened, she gave Source Hunter.
We best be on our way then. The spring and autumn kingdoms won't rule themselves, you know. May our paths cross soon, Source Hunter.
Be as simple as interacting with the... No, we need to clearly summon something here.
I don't know how long she'll last within that
There
ice.
she is.
There must
the
be a way.
White Witch, a prisoner in ice. Now to find the means to free her.
Yeah, what exactly was it?
I don't know how long she'll last within that ice. There must be a way.
Surely there must be a way, yes. What exactly is it, though?
I don't know how long she'll last within that ice. There must be a way.
Fire room.
This is your butt.
Lava tentacle.
Gods, it's colder than a witch.
Ikara!
And yet,
That on...
then back. Well, what a motley crew we are. Oh, but I hope first thing now about when I but neither I never would have imagined Leandra capable her collusion for this reason. I take if you've come this it's a sword the sparkle now that if you were any I hate to both
Hunters, we have... Now, if we're done playing hide and seek, let's not waste a jot more time. Oh, I just can't wait to pick your every synapse.
after you, Master Zigzags.
Yay for us, I guess. This is pretty much wrapped at this point. There might be a few things here and there to do. I doubt anything major. So... maintenance. And we might as well use the other bloodstone to this point.
Bloodstone, as powerful as it is sinister.
You've solved the murder and caught the culprit. Yet this case feels anything but closed.
There's more to this crime than simple fact. Killing a killer is hardly the same as...
We'll have to learn.
Romantic. No! No! We're pragmatic for romantic one, so that's end of time. 2 new sites.
There
What?
you both are. Marvelous. The Weaver's been hard.
Yeah, that means there's
Rejoice,
another
my friends,
elemental
rejoice.
available.
After the war,
Definitely ice.
So that is who we were. Demigod guardians of the
Demigods?
as do our...
Bold.
I salute you, my master.
Ice.
And that is your...
Yes, it is.
Yes, indeed.
Thy will...
This is all the restoration of the tapestry.
Oh, it's so cold in here, it hurts.
I think my very words may freeze and fall to the ground.
Immune to air, probably immune to tenebrium, weak to earth, weak to water. So earth and water probably should be our focus. Poison seems to still work too, but not that well. But air is something we can't focus on damage-wise. Every major boss seems to be immune to air. We'd have to use a lot of debuffs to get air to work. And those debuffs would be better served pretty much on anything else.
Yet all I do is speak the truth. They failed before, and they will fail again. The void, I can see it approaching in their eyes.
By the hoary Desma, could I, of course. Those were your home, your rules, naturally. What would you like to know?
Mass disease. This could be a good spell. Hail attack. This is the one we will take. It's a decent amount of water damage with 20 shards, 15 meter range, cancel frozen. Saving throw bodybuilding. It's a good opening shot. I think I'll buy it already. And why not? It's ready when we get the 15th level up. Right. Need to sell rubbish. Tons of it. Also, yeah. That's a lot of identified crap. I think I'm gonna go through this one row at a time, so I have a good idea of what I have gone through already. Fire and water resistance. I have air and earth. I don't think this kind of sarong really serves us. It might have a little bit of extra resistance where we need it, but if it has nothing else, it's no good. Dexterity and intelligence, I don't think so. Intelligence is fine, but dexterity is not that interesting. So it would be, if the abilities would be something we want, or the intelligence bonus would be larger, then this would be fine. This is a dagger, so I don't care. Fire and earth resistance ring isn't terrible, but I hate that that's the best thing I can say about it. Leadership weapon. If something like this that would have stats bonuses, attributes, and I would definitely use it. Not this one though. So what do we have? Initiative, Firefly, Water Resistance. It's weaker than my current one. Extra hit points. Ooh. Two-handed, so yeah, I don't care. You can sell about 10,000 worth of crap to him. Immunity to stun. This is probably something I already had. Rubbish. A bow. Rubbish. And a rubbish wand and dexterity. Earth poison. No. Holy shit, is that? No. Thought it was a yellow ring for a second. A lore master, and that's it. Movement and hit points. And a bow. How much money does he have? 2,000 still. Fair enough. Perception and leadership. It's a rapier, so we can't use this. We just don't have the dexterity. Perception and earth resistance. I guess if we are really desperate for earth resistance at some point, this would be an excellent item to use, but honestly, we would have to be really goddamn desperate for it. So I just don't see that. Poison resistance points. Yeah, I think I'll just dump these. Leadership. Right. Is that it? Yeah. 29,000.
Off to explore.
Still, we got some other site too opened up. Where's Earth? It's probably the imps. No, they would have already be harassing me if they was the imps.
Rock spirit.
Right. Let's continue. Higher armor class. But I have to abandon 1 point of dexterity. I'm not sure if the gloves can be, how gloves can be upgraded. Could you add resistances to them? Right, anyway, two-handed axe, now we're gonna use helmet, weaker than what we have. These are most things that I was already using. Their axe would be good. Constitution, not bad, but only +1. Crossbow crafting and hit points. Bow, leather, stun effect weapon, but it has no stats bonuses. It's a dangerous axe. Just not really using that sort of stuff. Single-handed and pickpocketing. Ooh. Fire and earth resistance. I suppose that could be somewhat useful. I don't recall what enemies I have. Two-handed, some kind of a staff of rubbish. Nice resistances on our armor, but the armor is so weak that we can never use it. Yeah, a lot of standard crap. Actually surprised that we've got so many of it. Rubbish, air resistance, and that's it. Oh, sort of rubbish. Old half pipe. $35,000.
May the earth's vibration.
Oh fuck, it seems. They have good healing
I'd
potions,
say
so
hello, but I'd much rather say heaven, oh, get it?
75% heal.
Yeah, you get it.
I'm not buying those. They're probably the best thing you can have, but
Listen to this, Annam. And here's one, Annam. Hey, that...
Oh my word! Oh my heavens! A source hunter! Phew!
Found any interesting treasure, Source Hunter? Anything you'd like to share? Oh...
Hi! Hello, 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 hello! I'll tell you soon! Oh!
piece of wood.
Think I could fly straight to the void? I think I could fly straight to the void.
A bit drafty in here, isn't it? Hello, hello. Yes, please do make yourself recent. Oh. No need for shoving now. There's enough of the imp of the earth every... Psst. Strange. I'm zapping you just as hard as my finely tuned... No.
Greetings, Source Hunter. I've a great many questions. Well, next, if you had time, final answer.
Takes to zap a human to make...
This is the respec demon, I think. That's why I had trouble recalling what the fuck it's gonna be.
Ah, dear Starstone That's right. These red little blighters appeared as a stumble band of... No. What a wonderful place this is. A lovely locale to rest my weird mouth. Right you are. We had now. Yes, here's what fools quite wonder. So all right you are. We had now. Curious, here's what fools quite wonder. So all we do is run and hide and it kind of got lost.
I sense an eerie presence here.
Yes, like creepy crawlies down the spine. Demons.
Nightly... okay, 200 sword.
No, you have relent.
Duty. I wonder what he meant by that.
And I wonder why we had the thanks of those that long for the end of time.
Oh, 3 bones for us. Piece of an ancient diary. Okay. I'm not 100% sure on the options we have.
But you change quite considerably. My autobiography, yourself redone, of
Reputation
course.
boost, which is
Your very
worthless.
parts and
Primary
pieces
attributes,
reorganized
ability
into
points.
something simply
Redistribute
better.
talents. Yeah. Improve primary attributes.
And I'd quite like to help you, my friend. Those marks of ability of yours look awfully appealing. Perhaps we can make a trade. 1 for 1. 1 mark to improve a primary attribute for you, and a mark of ability for me. Is it then? What a
The problem here is that it's not made clear what mark is actually. It's not like I can raise 1 attribute point per 1 ability point. So it's the currency exchange here is not made clear, and I don't know why. Might as well test it out to make sure. There are 7 ability points.
Again. Yourself redone, of course, and I'd quite like to have a sweeter sound than.
Yeah, we lose 3 ability points where we actually take. But outside the saving throws and the basic skills, I don't know why we would want more ability. Maybe shield and craft, armor to get some specific very good armor piece. But that would still probably leave you with a little bit extra spent on something. Even if it's just 3, 6 or 9 points, it would still be multiple attribute points that could make a serious difference. Okay. Just want to make sure that there's no other place we need to be in. Zigzags, returning to his own position. Wait. Get to talk to the White Witch though.
Why? I see, Master. Ha! Well, I must say, it's no Weavers. But first, we must learn more. Your journey must begin in the Lacula mines, where she a soul
mines
won her
then.
frustrations are rivaled only by her mirth. I believe ours would still. Their meekness. I am. But what's so? Tell me, did you ever? No. No. No, that they came. We climbed the sword from that moment. We would. Leandra's. My sister. Leandra. Their day. We were. As you know. But it was her heart. My connection to her. Our soul. I believe what she needs is a. I cannot. What's more? If I could. The way.
So nothing particularly useful, but. Investigate the mines. I think mines would probably be the best place for us, but
Does that mean you know the future as well?
but
Alas, no.
have to go shopping.
With a degree of certainty.
Just gotta do it.
Speak of what is to come.
We spent quite a bit Earth scrolls, especially to taking down King Boreas. So I wouldn't mind fighting more of those. I'm also going to craft as many scrolls as I possibly can.
I'm fading. Fast.
No shit.
I can't even smell the sea air over this pond.
Magical poison darts would be useful. The master level up attack ability in some sense is not as good, which is odd. The damage is similar to the dart, except it creates a massive field of ooze, which is very useful against in some situations. Also, it's not something you ever always want.
I'm quite busy finding for the moment, but if there's
It's
something
Sonic
you'd
Spray,
like to buy, I
I'm
can
not
set all
taking
that aside for a
spiders.
few delicious moments.
Although, maybe I should. Strength, water resistance, reflect any damage as water damage. Might not be a horrible thing. Reflect everything as air damage certainly is not acceptable in certain situations. But this is mostly just rubbish. Like nothing interesting. Fair enough though. I can't do this. There's this one can't identify anything.
Goodbye then, good friend.
This probably will offer extra crafting components, nothing else. I'm not too interested in the gear these guys sell unless it's some kind of a legendary at least, I'd say. So, pink. They probably don't sell divine equipment here.
Salutations, Source Hunter.
Tectonic spray on the other hand. Very interested in it. Low resistance could be useful here and there. Charisma, reflect everything as fire damage, water resistance.
The face, Boreas. She bit me in the face.
Look on the bright side. Everyone knows the ugly soldiers are the most ferocious.
Ugly will be the least of us. The beast looks rabid.
We want to use solid metal bracers. I'd rather take the dexterity +1. It's not much, but I'm using an ability. The abilities that constantly take advantage of that. Probably will sell these, rubbish, and rubbish.
Don't pay attention to the beast, Boreas. You'll only encourage it.
Crap. Crap. Ooh, mega crap.
You don't think it's effective, do you?
Come on now, I pulled her off you before she could do any real damage.
These are much weaker items magically. Right. Immunity being cursed. Poison resistance. Wonderful.
Look on the bright side. Everyone knows the ugly soldiers are the most
Crap. This isn't crap. But it has abilities that are just terrible as a combat equipment. And that's pretty much it. Yeah, the rest is more or less stuff we've had for a long time. Okay, at least we got rid of those. Ah, 40,000 gold. It might sound like a lot, but we'll probably pay much more than that just to get access to this treasure maps that some of the shopkeepers
Well,
sell.
Source Hunter, you come to the right place, you have. I got every style of equipment to fit you from head to foot, if it's a trade you're after.
We don't want plate scraps really. Metal scraps are more useful to us. Blank scroll. Hallelujah. Could I have something I can still sell? I could certainly manufacture extra items, but I'm not going to do that now. We'll save them for another time. Funds we have now will be more than sufficient for this shopping trip. I do hope that we'll get actual blank scrolls in significant amount this time. Alternatively, well, just scrolls we can buy that will replenish the losses more or less.
Let us
So,
see if you can choose the finest
tectonic sprays are fine, but they're not poison attacks.
Ah, gracious patron, I see your tired eyes looking a bit teary. I've just the potion for that. Or
Nothing
would you
particularly
prefer a
interesting.
toasty fire spell to dry
Elementals,
those
earth
vapors?
elementals have a poison attack. I think I could easily take those. I mean, if we really need poison attacks, that's one way to get them. Not exactly what we would hope, maybe, but still.
Let us see if you can choose the
I need to make
finest
paper. That's something I do need to do. I haven't done paper in a long time. So, water. Can I use your water barrel? Nope.
The knight in see-through armor? 'Twas Jagetta, friend.
I'm looking for the Pseudomonarchia Daemonum, and the first edition too. Most promising.
Pretty sure Esmeralda's shop has a water barrel, at least in front of it. Yep, that'll do. We can bake the paper with the mobile kitchen. We strictly speaking need witchcraft because we're lacking the third unlock scroll. I'm not sure if that's what I want to go with though. Do I have wood? Yeah, I have 15 wood that I haven't done anything with. Okay, that's probably need to be fixed now. That allows a lot of branches too. Yeah, maybe I should do something about those. It's a lot of weight to carry around for an optical. So we can switch to our crafting gear that we will forget to take off, and we're gonna be adventuring again. Sounds like a solid plan. There's enough shopkeepers we need to still visit, but we can easily get rid of these. We're starting to get close to the number in gold that we could buy the treasure maps the game sells. I don't think we're quite there yet, so I'm sort of reluctant to do it. No, don't do that. Well, for this crafting purpose, it doesn't matter where the barrel is located. Where's my wooden chips? 20 skulls. We have to keep heavy investment in witchcraft until we get the unlock scroll. But I would definitely want to use others too. We have excess of them, almost everything. Even if we have the standard stock of 4 to 6, we'll still be able to do a lot of extra scrolls. So 21 fresh blank scrolls of paper. There are a few extra on top of that, but honestly not that many, maybe a 10 that would have used. And some of them are scrolls that I don't want to use at the moment. We got an exceptionally good amount of paper this time. This is not gonna be something that happens everywhere, so we have to keep that in mind. It's an exceptional haul. Usually we will get more blank scrolls than we get
The hunter
blank sheets of
returns!
paper.
I hope you are here to shop rather than sleuth.
Some attack spells at least. I'm not sure about the horrific scream. I mean, technically it could be used, but a one-handed Grim Morning Star plus 2 strength. It's level 13 too, so we would massively increase that. We would lose speed and initiative, but gain a lot of strength and dexterity. Not bad items, not bad items at all. Armor rating 41. I think our best armor rating is quite significantly lower than that on the gauntlets. I still might be using the 31 plus 1 in dexterity. So 41. That's a significant upgrade. Not that expensive either. It has a rubbish kill in it, but what the hell? What else is new? The question is, do I take the weapon? This literally has the strength, and that's all. The only good thing about this. I don't think this is a good general item at the moment, but this would sort of this would future-proof me in case we are starting to see strength requirements go up in anything in our armor. Currently, there's not a good way we can get things up. Strength up. This would be 3 to 4 points strength plus 1 or 2 dexterity. I'm not sure what the enchantment level on level 13 item is gonna be, but I think I'll buy it. It might not end up being necessary, but that hardly matters. It might, and I'd like to have the option to buff my strength significantly if things come to that. Did we visit this one already? Maybe. Still one shopkeeper here, and the entire city in
Customer,
Silverglen.
I've never seen an aura so plagued by ether.
Yeah, we bought everything here.
I've just the earth scroll to ground you.
This one should not really have crafting here specifically. But we've gotten a few finds there, so it's worth a visit. What was here? Some kind of grenade, maybe? This woman sells grenades from time to time, though. That might be worthwhile.
How gratifying to see you return. You are quickly becoming my favorite customer.
Yeah, I think I'll bypass this. Silverglen. So after this, we'll head toward the mines. I think that's the appropriate place to go next.
Toasty!
If we get lucky, we might be able to get out a little bit of further equipment boost, but I'm not so sure about that. Not sure where it would go. Boots, certainly. Shield is a piece of crap. Armor isn't exactly amazing either. So there are a few areas, at least we would expect a slight improvement.
As always, be welcome.
Yeah, one-handed weapons maybe. No. Single-handed and initiative. This would be weaker than the one we just bought. It's not that one. Yeah, this is 41 and blacksmithing. This is 40 single-handed initiative. This would apply to pretty much everything. The bonuses would apply to everything I pretty much do at the moment. So I'll gladly give up an armor point for that. Right.
Hello again, or
Hello.
Dua Salutoin, as we say in our homeland.
For hours.
Please, Mara, must you bother me at every turn?
Dua Salutoin, Hunter. What can I do for you?
Winter Blast. Summon Air Elemental. I suppose I could buy charm spells. Looks like we could get a pair of boots here. We need something that has... Ooh, this one would have immunity to slow and the armor rating's respectable. The other immunity to slow pair of boots I have has terrible armor rating.
Again, Bjorn. You know what the doctor said.
For the love of the gods, Mara,
13, right. That's 34. So a bit lower than what I have currently, but at least it's respectable. Immunity to being cripples. I think I'll buy a new pair of boots. Rather upgrade what we currently have. In fact, yeah, Lucky Charm immunity is low 13. Lucky Charm immunity is low 34. Air resistance, water resistance.
You know what the doctor said.
Please, Mara, must
Right.
you bother me at every turn?
So we're upgrading for the future. It's still a bit of a downgrade on armor, but the slow is absolutely crucial to us. It'll eat up so many action points that I cannot effectively fight with constant slow effect. It'll make trivial fights hard. Boss fights will probably be
Her greatness gave us
intolerable.
fire, her greatness gave us earth, and my savvy brings you spells at the best rate in town.
That's a good
Give
build.
me your best offer.
What are we currently using? Bodybuilding initiative, hit points, poison resistance. Well, this is the exact same goddamn build, isn't it? It might have been
Where the
slightly
wind
better,
blows,
but
the
not
goddess
in any
breathes.
noticeable way.
Where
Like
the
a
rivers
few
run,
hit
the
points here
goddess
and there,
weeps.
that sort of thing. Not
How
worth
can I
paying a
connect
huge
you
amount of
to our
money for.
eternal goddess, my friend?
And another belt. Inferior belt though.
Stay a while, darling. I just know I can.
Right. 3 shopkeepers left, the crafting merchants. Actually 2. One of them is a potion merchant, and I don't want particularly anything to do with him.
You dare disturb my rumination? It must be that you can hardly wait to purchase an ingredient or two for a very urgent recipe. I'll forgive this imposition if you'll make me.
Why don't you
generous
sell
offer.
paper? That's what I don't get.
Ah, Oh. You haven't
Chain
any
lightning,
ale, have ya?
tectonic
Well,
spray,
never
2
mind
winter
for now.
blasts,
What
and
sort
a
of
magical
magical
poison dart.
relics can I
Thank you
offer
very
ya?
much.
Blessed by the goddess they are, each and all.
Right, 3,500, but probably the best spent money this shopping round. Okay, we might as well do something at least. We have the crafting gear on. What else? Grenade-wise, we're doing fine. No need to do anything there. I could make some potions. Right, grind up some stardust. But we could make over 30 new pixie dust items, and I've been lazy in buying further pixie dust. I just don't see that being as a bottleneck for us. Probably have bone somewhere. Little metal pieces. A little bit of trash here and there, but nothing too serious. Nothing that needs immediate attention. So yeah, I think we're gonna go with creating some scrolls. How many blanks do we have? Air, fire, 2 water, no earth. So pretty finished, pretty pathetic offering. Let's start with air first. I'll save 6 essences on every element type now. So a little bit of extra. We're looking probably decent amount of our armor equipment upgrades fairly soon. What about shadow? Right, pixie dust it is then. We'll be left with 5 papers, empty sheets of paper. I think I'll create some pixie dust though. It's good to have in storage. Right. Fingers crossed. How many? 10... 21. Okay, start with witchcraft. We only want the unlock scroll. Everything else is sort of irrelevant. Resurrect. Resurrect. Oath of Desecration. Vampiric Touch and Malediction. Yeah. 3 novice level abilities and 2 scrolls I literally cannot really use. Can't exactly resurrect my own ass. So, total weight. Water. Ice wall. Okay, but we have plenty of those. Purification, we have plenty of those. And ice elemental, plenty of those. Ooh. Mass disease, master. Disease all enemies within an area. This is good. Constitution -3, bodybuilding -2 for 2 turns, and it's mainly this is because it's an area effect. So we cast this and follow it up with actual damage, and we would have a follow-up turn after that to finish things. So this actually might have some use somewhere. Rubbish. And ice elemental, I guess. Yeah, sort of average stuff, nothing that stands out in any way. Purification and immolation, I guess. Yeah, absolute rubbish. Nothing good this time. Yeah, this is fortification, rubbish. Earthquake, second earthquake. Hard to complain about this. And bless. So 1 good spell so far. Rubbish. 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 And rubbish. Oh, fuck it. I'm not happy with this. It's 20 plus scrolls and I got a single spell out of it. Not pleased with that. 2 would have been acceptable. I mean, that's more or less what you would expect. 1 that's terrible. Rubbish. 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 Rubbish and rubbish. Rubbish. Meteor strike, very nice. Second one. Another master ability and that'll be basically it. Not good ones, bitter calls, but they have long range and they could save my ass or someone else's ass in some situations. Also, I don't have this spell, so the scrolls are the only way I can get it. Absolute garbage on the air front though, and there we have Master Lightning Sword. So yeah, we'll accept this evasion spells no matter what the rest have. We got 2 master abilities, good ones too. Rain, heal, ice shard, fire shield, hail attack. So that's the third one, and they're the good ones, not the weaker ones. Should we have earth ones too? There we go.
Praise the goddess. I passed the trial.
Oil.
Friend, this is most excellent news.
What is this? Remove petrifying touch.
Yes.
Doesn't matter what this is. Ooh, and deadly spores. So yeah, this was a fantastic run this time. And that's it.
Wanna have a good time?
But I'm not ending with this gear. Right, armor should go up a little bit, but initiative goes up and will do more damage. The difference isn't significant, but at least there is a difference. And where's my belts?
Hi there, cutie pie.
We don't have
Wanna
any
have a good
specific
time?
resistance gear this time, but we are still highly resistant against everything. And armor rating is 220, so 54% physical damage reduction versus enemies of your own level. And I think we will be facing enemies below my own level, so it might actually be higher.
Pie. Wanna have a good time?
Air damage should work on our enemies, goblins mainly. So yeah, I don't see any particular problem with this, not at all. We're getting extra 10 from gear initiative wise, so we should also be starting most of our fights. I think we're generally speaking in excellent position to clear up fights.
This is most excellent news. Welcome to the Immaculate Fold.
Where is that? I suppose Cabin of the White Witch is the closest there.
Back on my feet again.
Right, this is going to be a long fight against multiple goblin forces. I think a couple orcs too. This is not something that's we can just easily wrap.
I son of chaos, and we thought you'd never ask. Somewhere in her cabin, as far as we know.
Yeah, I thought I could inform the mushroom that I've located the White Witch, but apparently. Where's the path we need to take? This. Right, now. Ah, goddammit. No, it's the big goblin fight that was here. It's the only path forward. So, trolls and then an army of goblins. Really cool. Yeah, might as well end here. It's a good chance we'll have to fight the that troll anyway.